Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I tried making cheese for the first time and this is the result. Stay with me as I walk you through the entire process. My name is Oge and you're welcome to my kitchen. Let's get started. There's a backstory to why I decided to make my own cheese. A few days ago, my FYP on TikTok was filled with videos and recipes of cheesesteak. And they were looking so colorful and mouth-watering. For someone that likes trying out new food recipes, I decided to try making my own cheesesteak myself. One of the main ingredients for making cheesesteak is cheese, and I didn't have cheese in the house, so I went to the supermarket to buy. But the price of cheese in the supermarket currently is so expensive, and I thought to myself, I can actually make cheese from scratch. So I came back home, went on TikTok to search for cheese recipes. I saw a few recipes, but most of the recipes requires me using fresh milk, which wasn't available to me. But I saw one that used powdered milk. I quickly downloaded that video and I'm about to try making cheese using the recipe I just downloaded. The recipe says to mix 4 cups of powdered milk with 7 cups of water, which is exactly what I'm doing in this video. But I started off by adding 2 cups of water, which I used to mix the milk thoroughly until there were no lumps before adding the remaining 5 cups. I used room temperature water to mix the milk. After mixing for a few minutes, I was convinced there were no lumps or the lumps in the milk has reduced significantly. I transferred onto my stovetop. Now the recipe says to bring to a boil, not necessarily to a boil, to heat up the milk until it's about to boil while stirring continuously so it doesn't burn, which is exactly what I'm doing in this video. Few minutes of heating and stirring continuously, I dipped my index finger into the milk to check the temperature because I didn't have a thermometer. The instruction was to dip the index finger into the milk, and if it can comfortably stay inside the milk while you count backwards from 10 to 1, then it's ready to accept the next ingredient. So at this point it was ready. I turned off the heat and I added vinegar. The next ingredient is vinegar, white vinegar. I added about 7 tablespoons of vinegar, which is what was used in the recipe I'm recreating, and I continued to stir. The recipe says after stirring for a few seconds, it starts to curdle, and I'm yet to see that. Well, it's beginning to curdle, but I was expecting this process to happen a little bit faster. I continued to stir. This is after a few minutes of stirring, and it wasn't really giving me what I wanted, so I added more vinegar and I kept stirring. At some point, I decided to heat up the milk again. After about 5 to 8 minutes of continuous stirring, heating up the milk and whatnot, this is what it's looking like. At this point, it was looking a lot like cheese. The whey has separated and it's giving the cheese vibe. Time to strain, and I proceeded to transfer onto my strainer. I wanted to use my spoon to press out the whey, but it wasn't going as fast as I wanted, so I switched to using my palms, which was a lot faster. If you've watched up to this point, thank you so much for staying with me. Please do well to give the video a thumbs up, share it out, leave me your comments in the comment section of what you think about this cheese recipe. And if you are coming across this channel for the first time, this is the place to be. My name is Oge, a Nigerian YouTuber. Please do well by subscribing to the channel. You're going to love it here. Turn on post notification to be notified of new videos. Thank you. You love it here. I promise you. You're going to get value for your time. So please smash the subscribe button. Thank you. This is what I'm left with after straining out the whey from the cheese. The recipe says to add the whey back into the pot and heat it up for a few minutes. Following the same steps as before, after heating it up for a few minutes, I dipped my index finger into the whey and I counted from 10 to 0. After which, I reintroduced the cheese back into the pot. Did I mention that I'm going for mozzarella cheese? This step is supposed to help the cheese become stretchy, but it wasn't looking like it. It was simply breaking apart. What did I do wrong, guys? I was almost getting it to this point. I don't know where I went wrong. Let me know in the comment section if you understand what really happened here. I didn't succeed in making my mozzarella cheese. However, I don't support waste, so I decided to switch this up into cottage cheese. I dropped the cheese into a bowl of very cold water to cure the cheese, after which I squeezed it thoroughly to remove every excess liquid. We've come to the end of this video and I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like the video, share it out. I would love to read your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think I did wrong? Why did you think this did not turn out exactly how it's supposed to be? What should I have done differently? If you've tried making cheese at home, let me know what you think I did wrong. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so and turn on post notification. Thank you for stopping by. I would love to see you all on my next one. Bye.